Hi guys, welcome back to Engineering Math Explained. In the previous lesson, we learned on how to solve linear equations and system using substitution and elimination method. But in real-life world problems, especially in engineering, it usually involves equations that are not always clean integers. So they are often involve fractions and decimals. So today, we will learn on how to solve equations with fractions and decimals efficiently without confusion. Excuse me. Without further ado, let's proceed with the presentation. So, considering this equation, excuse me, 1 of x plus 3 equals 7, 0.25x plus 1.5 equals 3.5. So, at first glance, this looks harder than normal equations. So, we are not really adept in this kind of equations. But fractions and decimals makes calculations messy and increases the chance of mistakes. But here's the key idea. We can simplify them into clean equations before solving them. So once simplified, they can or will be equations that we already know. So let's proceed. So the key idea is, for example, we saw a fraction in a equation, in a general equation or a linear equation. Multiply by the LCD, and if it's decimal, multiply by 10, 100, 1,000, etc. So whatever the equation demands. So I'll be guiding you on how to solve this kind of problems in our samples. So why this matters? So this matters because it reduces errors. So in engineering, precision matters. So we need to work directly the fractions or decimals that can lead us to rounding errors or slow calculations. So by clearing them early, we will be able to reduce errors and speed our solving and making our equation easier to interpret. So these are really important things that we need to understand. So first is to identify the fractions or decimals. Next is to eliminate them using either multiplication and also simplify the equation. And lastly is to solve them normally. Once simplified, everything becomes familiar. So I'll be showing you problems. So we will be guided. Excuse me. So in this one, so let's try to solve this problem. So how did we arrive at x equals 8? So I'll show you on the screen. So let me write the problem. First is to write it. So let's write 1 of x plus 3 is equal to 7. So as you can see, this is not a regular linear equation. So what we can do? We can do is to check or make sure that this x only have a whole number but not a fraction. So what we can do? What we can do is to remove this 2. So how we can do that? So we will be able to remove this 1/2 by multiplying all the equation by 2. So this will ensure that if we multiply 1/2 by 2, 1/2 will become 1. So it will only be x, since 1/2 times 2 is just 1. 1/2, 2 1/2s are added together is 1. So we can just simply omit 1 since it is invisible. And then we will need to distribute 2 to all the terms in the equation. So 3 times 2 is 6 and 7 times 2 is 14. So by transposing this 6 on the right side, so x will be equal to 14 minus 6, which is equal to 8, which is just like in our example. So we already solved it. X equals 8. So it's not really that hard. So if you are able to manipulate the equation, so we will be able to solve it. Okay? So next, quick check. That's it, guys. Okay, so common mistake is to multiply one term only. So what we did is to multiply the entire equation. So we need to multiply the entire equation itself in order to find the right answer. So next example. So let's proceed with our next example. So as you can see, 1/3 x plus 1/2 is equal to 2. So as you can see, this is already as well not a common equation. So what we can do is to remove all of this fraction. So what we can do? So for that, if we have two different equations, I mean two different fractions, is to check for their LCD or least common divisor. So to find the least common divisor, we can just simply multiply the denominator values, which is 3 and 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So we can multiply the whole equation by 6. So let's try to multiply. So 6 times 1/3 is equal to 2 x. And to multiply 1/2 by 6, we just simply need to multiply the 6 by the 1. So 6 over 2 is equal to 3. 3. And 2 times 6 is equal to 12. So this is already a common equation. So what we can do now is to solve this. So we can just simply transpose 3 on the right side. So 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. And x, so we need to divide both sides by 2. So is equal to 9 divided by 2. So our answer, 2 will be cancelled. X will remain. And our answer is 9 over 2. So this is the value of our x. Let's check. So x is equal to 9 over 2. The LCD is 6. I hope you understand, guys. So we can practice and try to solve this on your own. I'll give you a moment. Excuse me. Okay, so let's try to solve this one. So I'll write 1/4 x plus 2 is equal to 5. So what we did is to check for its corresponding value. So since we only have one fraction in the equation, we can just simply multiply it by 4. So we can cancel this one out and x will remain plus 4 times 2 is 8 and 5 times 4 is 20. And then we're going to transpose it on the right side. So 20 minus plus 8 will be equal to a minus 8. And our x is equal to 12. 20 minus 8 is 12. So our answer is correct. How about decimals? So for this one, so as you can see, let's try to clean up our screen and then check. 0.5x plus 1/2, 1.2 is equal to 3.2. So, excuse me. What we did is to multiply this by 10. So it became 5x, 12, and 32. So all of the terms are multiplied by 10. So as you can see here, they all became a whole number. So we can try to solve this one in this manner. So as you can see, 0.25x plus 2 multiplied by 100. So I'll further and try to solve this one. Wait a moment. So, okay, let's go back. So what we did in this problem is try to solve this first. Let me write here 0.5x plus 1.2 is equal to 3.2. So this is not a common equation. So what was done is to multiply by 10. Since the rule is, if you're going to multiply a decimal by 10, so the decimal point will move to the right. But if you divide it by 10, it will move to the left. So that's the golden rule. So 0.5 multiplied by 10 will be equal to 5. And retaining the x plus 1.2 times 10, the decimal will move to the right. So it will become 12 and equal to 3.2. So the decimal will move to the right as well. So it will equate to 32. And then we're going to solve this. 5x is equal to 32 minus 12 is 20. So divide both sides by 5. our answer x is equal to 4. Just like here in this sample. And then 0.25x plus 0.75x. So the same rule applies. So let's just rewrite 0.25x plus 0.75 is equal to 2. So multiply both sides, all sides by 100. Excuse me. So this will move 2 decimal places since it is 100. So 2 zeros. So 25x plus 75 is equal to 200. So we can simplify it further. 25x is equal to 200 minus 75 is 125. So we divide both sides by 25. So our answer x will be equal to 5. So our x value is 5. So as you can see, the same here. So how about if you have mixed example? Like this. So let's try to solve this one. So I'll further elaborate this. Let's try to solve. But first, let's check. Multiply by 2. So this example was multiplied by 2. So it became x. 0.5 times 2 is x. 1/2 is 1. And 3 times 2 is 6. Isolated, x is equal to 6 minus 1, which results to 5. So we can try to apply that idea here in this practice problem number 2. Try to solve this. And pause the video. Okay, so let's try to solve this one. So I'll rewrite 2.5x plus 0.4 is equal to 2. So as you can see here, what we have, 2/5 rather, I'm sorry. Let me rewrite 2/5x plus 0.4 is equal to 2. So we can try to multiply both sides by, all sides by 5. So this will cancel out the 5. So it will remain 2x. So 0.4 times 5 is equal to 2. Which is equal to 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So we just distribute 5 on the whole term or the whole equation. And then we can simplify it further. So 2x is equal to 10 minus 2 is 8. And divide both sides by 2. Our answer will be equal to 4. So x equals 4, which is the same here in our solution. So summary. So remove the fractions and decimals first, then solve normally. So that's it for today, guys. So the key idea is to remove the fraction, and the decimal. So this technique reduces errors and makes complex equations easier. So in the next lesson, we will be exploring the transposition formulas made easy. So this will be applicable and will be able to apply in real life situations. So if you have any further questions, you can comment down below and hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you are updated in our latest videos. So thank you for guys now, and bye bye and have a nice day.